Okay, kind of starting in the middle of a project here, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to diagnose an issue. There's always a lot of issues with these Rangers, with the dome light staying on or not working, etc. And what it normally is one of the switches in the door. Usually what happens is the switches, they stick, and you can get in there and clean them out, or you have to replace it, yada yada. Well, I'm pulling my hair out because that's not my problem. My problem is I can turn the truck on, and as you'll see, if I open the door, either door, the chime works, so that's not my issue. The switches work fine, but the dome light will not turn off. It's not the switch. It's not the switch over here. Tested that. I'm pulling my hair out over this. I went so far as I even ordered another gem module because I thought there was something wrong with the timer instead of the gem module. Well, it turns out that that's not the problem, and I figured it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through what I did to figure it out in hopes that maybe it'll help one of you guys, and I'll show you how to get the gem module out of here. It's pretty easy. What you have to do is, this is your gem module. Take the radio out, which is 2 screws. This is the bottom of the radio, obviously. 2 screws, and then pull the whole panel out. And then up in here, to get access to the gem module, in here will be your heater vent, and it's up in here. And then there's 2 back in here. I already have them out. There's 2 screws you have to take out, and then you can pull this out of the way here. Maybe. Stand by 1 second. Okay, now we got it. It just hung up in there. Once we have that out of the way, you'll see you have access. Down here, there is 1 7mm bolt where my finger is. You'll see it down at the bottom of the gem module that we have to take out. So stand by while I take that out. Alright, that's been removed. There are 4 wiring harnesses. You get the top one here, this bottom one. Let's see, get these out one at a time. Probably if you were smart, you'd disconnect your battery before you did this, but I'm not smart. Stand by 1 second. Alright, got the top one out. Then this whole thing slides down and pulls out like this. I've saved the last harness. One second. Okay, got that last harness off. The gem module's free. What you need to look at on here if you're looking to replace it is, if you pick one up from the dealer, it will come unprogrammed, and then you have to have a dealer program it for you. So what I did is, I went on eBay, and I matched these part numbers up. If it's got the same part number, it's got the same programming. As you can see, everything matches the part number. It says pickup electronic 4x4 and etc. But since there's nothing wrong with mine, I'm going to see if I can send this one back. I don't know if the seller will take it back though, since it's a electronic part. And if so, I've got an extra if someone needs it. So I'm gonna put my original one back in since there's nothing wrong with it. And then I'll tell you guys what my problem actually was. Maybe it'll help you. Alright, putting it back in is reverse removal. I plugged in that bottom harness. Then I'm gonna slide this over, and there's a little on the back here that has to slide over. There's a little metal tab in there. So, gotta get it lined up low. There we go. Slide it on there. And we'll take that 7mm screw and put it right back in here. Stand by, I'll be right back. Alright, and obviously putting the gem module back in just through reverse removal. Start plugging connectors into the correct spot. Alright, so anyway, back to the dome light situation. This top one here is all your inputs from your door sensors, and then it goes out to the chime on the dashboard and your door ajar light, etc. So what I did is I went online and found a wiring diagram for the whole gem module that showed what all these wires were. I started thinking, what could cause the dome light to stay on even when the doors are shut and then the manual switch is set? And there is one wire. It is purple and green, and it's position number 3. So if you count up 1, 2, where there's nothing, and then 3, it's purple and green wire, and you'll see I cut it. Well, I took my little test light here, and when I put it on this wire, as you can see, my test light comes on. So what that's telling me is it's getting a signal. And what that wire is it says door switch in. Well, it's not the door jar switch. And honestly, if someone could tell me in the comments what it is, I'd like to know. I think it might be part of maybe the anti-theft system, which I've disabled on this truck since I have aftermarket keyless entry. I don't know. Long story short, that was causing the dome light to stay on. So when I snip this wire, now the dome light works like it should. So I open the doors, dome light comes on, close the doors, it goes off. I flip the switch on the dash, the dome light comes on, and I flip the switch, it goes off. Get my map lights, everything works as it should now with that wire cut. So, if anybody has any idea what was going on with that, feel free to share. But just in case you happen to have the exact same problem that I do, which I have not been able to find anywhere else scouring the internet, that's what fixed it for me. Okay? Cut the purple light green wire, and I'm going to tape it off. Even though it's just a ground, I'm just going to tape it off, make me feel better. And that solved my problem. And then putting everything back is just the reverse of removal. Alrighty? Like I said, leave me a comment if you know where that is, what that's for, etc. And I hope this helps you. Till next time.